Hello, and welcome back to another discussion piece on the Gotcha Talks channel, where we talk about a bunch of different crazy things, as always. Gotcha Talks is great to have you guys here. You guys have been having a fantastic day, and this we're going to be discussing something kind of fun. I don't think there's really a wrong answer here because it just comes down to your playstyle. But the biggest thing in this video is going to be about RNG versus consistency. Now, you guys might be asking, why is this even a topic? Well, RNG and Dokkan units are a bit more, their heights go a bit higher than units that have like a stagnant passive, right? Like they stay at the same level throughout the entire mode versus a unit that could go beyond what they are, but it's very RNG based. And that's basically going to be talking about the pros and cons of both. Obviously, the biggest pro is probably going to go towards being consistent, but that might not be towards everybody's playstyle. Everybody kind of enjoys Dokkan in different ways. Like my favorite unit still is Physical Vegeta Blue, because when that man comes out, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna get. I don't know if he's going to be a crit guide or if he's gonna do like no crits and do absolutely nothing, right? So but that's exciting. It's fun. Kind of like the same thing with Broly. Kind of the same thing with like AGL Vegeta. Kind of the same thing with like a bunch of different units that have like those additional passives. Like you never know they're going to launch that 4th super attack or that 5th super attack or just craziness like that, right? So that's what this video is going to be about. Kind of talk about the pros and cons of both. Obviously, we're going to make it very fair. I'm not going to be biased towards either or, even though I do enjoy more RNG. But obviously, when I'm doing content, I probably would say I like consistent bases more. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into it right now. So if you guys are new to the channel, like and subscribe, do all that greatness. So let's go ahead and start off with I pulled up basically 4 units to kind of look at here, right? So we have Physical Vegeta Blue, we have Broly, we have funny enough, I know you guys are gonna be like, what the hell, why did you bring out LRS? This one's gonna be extremely consistent. I mean, he's 100% of the time getting his super attack versus these two who are not getting their super attacks every single time, because I mean they have a great chance of launching 2 additional attacks. I think both of them have that same deal actually, right? No, his is medium. You have that great chance right there. Is it medium? No, I could have sworn it's a bit better than that. Isn't it becoming a super attack? And launches additional attack as a medium chance. Okay, yeah, okay. So he gets additional attacks, but then it's a medium chance of them becoming super attacks. Kind of the same thing here, but the difference is he gets a great chance of launching 2 additional attacks. So like that's obviously he typically usually does. And then each of them has a medium chance, so it's a 30% chance. So 2 attacks have a 30% chance of becoming a super attack. So let's say this man launches 3 super attacks, doing tons of crit counters, going crazy. He's going to be wiping out literally absolutely everything. But again, it's very RNG based with these guys. Like Broly could do 4 super attacks back to back, 4 millions, and crit on all those, crit on all of that, and just be absolutely insane, and stupid, right? But obviously things could change up. So that is something that we kind of have to look at, right? Definitely something that we have to look at here. But obviously, you have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who just is effective against all types all the time, but he's extremely boring. You're just sitting there kind of watching him do his thing. You're like, oh, 4 million, 150k defense. Cool. It's very boring versus like Broly or Physical Vegeta Blue. You never know what you're going to get. So that's like the exciting thing about the RNG style of Dokkan. With these units, you're going to be getting, a bit more fun, but you could die. You have a higher possibility of dying in certain sections, especially like Legendary Goku event, Extreme 3 Bad Road. You don't know what's going to happen with these 2 units, right? They could either take a giant shit, or they're going to be up here in the clouds. Versus Gogeta, who's just going to be great all the way through to about turn 9. Then once it's turn 9, then obviously kind of dips. But what events in Dokkan even go past turn 9, right? So kind of keep that in mind. But for the most part, it's very sick. It's a very good unit. All these units are very good. So again, I feel like for content's sake and for the sake of my sanity, I'll probably say obviously consistency is going to be better. Even though I prefer RNG, but when I'm doing hard events, I'm going to look for units that are going to be a bit more consistent. But at the same time, if I'm going in Extreme Super Bad Road, this man's there. I'm going to Extreme Super Bad Road, this man's also there. I'm going to Extreme Super Bad Road, he's there. If I'm going to ESBR, he's there. Then if I'm doing LG, yeah, I'm bringing all these units anyways, right? So it's kind of weird this is a hard video to kind of talk about, because again, these units are so close together. like they're like this, like they're like neck and neck, they're like this, bro. They're like holding hands. On how good they are. Like physical Vegeta Blue, again, is my favorite unit in the game. Honestly, his power is absurd. Broly's unit, an absolute absurd unit. Gogeta, absurd unit, and they're all good in all various different game modes, all different parts of the game. All of these units, consistently or not, are killing it. Now, when you're doing it, when you're using Gogeta, he's probably gonna look a bit more. He's always gonna be more consistent than Broly, right? Because Broly's absolute worst, it's, you know, Gogeta doesn't have a worst till the 9th turn in the battle, right? Like his worst does not start for a long time, so keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind. Obviously, you know, it's very good, right? It's a very good style unit. He's very strong, so he's not going to really look bad ever till that turn, and even then, he's still not looking very bad. Versus Broly, when Broly looks bad, he could look bad, right? Like he could do like one super attack that's like 3 million, and then 2 additionals that don't do crits, and that's it. And obviously there's so many other units that do that. Now what gets Broly hyped up and very good is the fact that he could do 4 3 million attack stats. He could do, and he's stacking attack and defense over time. He has his crits, he has his damage reduction. He has it all. Like he just goes all the way through, and he's just going to be doing a ton of stuff, right? So keep that in mind. Like he's still going to be absolutely a behemoth of a unit. But again, I see why people would say, oh, you know, I have a more consistent basis because, you know, to beat certain events. But the thing is, Dokkan's so easy, right? Dokkan Battle is like one of the easiest games in the entirety of gacha games. Like it doesn't, anybody could be Dokkan, honestly. As long as you have like a decent account, that's all that kind of matters. Right, like you could be ESPR pretty easily. You could be a lot of things in the game pretty easily, bro. It's not very difficult to beat events in Dokkan anymore, and not like what it used to be. So, consistency or not, like at some point, what does it come down to? More fun? Like what is it that is going to really, you know, give you that answer? My answer is I like kind of both. I kind of prefer RNG because again, it's a bit more fun. But if I'm doing hard content for videos, I'm going to want consistent units, right? That's going to like continuously do the same thing over and over and over again, right? But that's again for video purposes. But on my off time, I'd rather play with very, you know, fun, just crazy units. So it's like 2 different answers, right? I don't think like it's hard to say that if either one of them is like wrong or not. Honestly, it kind of just again comes down to your personal preference on both. That it could either be really, really good or it could be really bad. So, yeah, you know, I will leave that up to you. Again, I feel like you know, while I'm just trying to eat shit and have fun with the game, I'm definitely enjoying just, you know, eating shit and having fun with the game, not having to, you know, worry about stuff. But if I'm doing like a video or I'm doing like a harder mission, I'm going to be looking for units that are going to be really like, I could really fall back on, right? Like units that I could fall back on. So I hope I did a decent job explaining this video. If I didn't, definitely let me know. And if you guys enjoyed, like and subscribe. Definitely let me know what you guys think on your personal behalf. So you guys enjoy more fun game mode, or do you guys prefer more something that's kind of like more consistent based, you know, more straight, you know, just kind of like straight to the point, stuff like that. So if you guys enjoyed, again, like, sub, do all that greatness. Appreciate all the support. We'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace out, everybody.